Hey, what is happening, everybody, and welcome back here with another video on Lip Rippin' Outdoors. And today I want to introduce you guys to my new ride. This is my first ever truck. If you guys have watched any of my fishing videos before, you may have seen my Isuzu Trooper that I rocked around for a little bit. But what I actually wanted to drive around was a good old truck, and I wound up buying myself a 2001 Chevy Silverado 1500. Just want to give you guys a little bit of a tour of the vehicle here. So, as I mentioned before, guys, this is my 2001 Chevy Silverado 1500. What I was looking for in a truck, I wanted something that would be reliable and got decent gas mileage, but I wasn't going for some high-end, fancy, flashy deal. This is just a good little country truck that I decided to pick up for myself here. Fun fact, actually, this truck was made in 2001, same year I was born. So this truck is 18 years old, just like me, going on 19. Here, let's go ahead and take a look at the inside here for you guys. It's actually unlocked already. So this is the LT trim, so it does come with leather seats. And I got to say, I was really surprised to see a truck this old with how many miles it has on it, that the leather seats are actually in fantastic condition still. Really shocked by that. Oh, speaking of mileage. Alright, so this truck does have I bought it with 250,000 miles on it. So I've put a few miles on it already. I've had this thing for, oh my gosh, almost 2 months now. So I've had some time to get to know the truck out a little bit. So I wanted a truck that'd be reliable, like I was saying. And there were a few Chevy CKs online that I could have gone and looked at for roughly the same price as this guy, but with less miles on it. But they had problems with them. Just that little bit older engine design, that 5.7 liter, just didn't seem to be as reliable as this 5.3 Vortec. And if we took a look over here, as you can see, intake and everything is all stock on this. 19 years later, with 250,000 miles on it, and this thing is still just running like an absolute champ. In fact, let's turn it over for you guys. This should start up no problem at all. Alternator works, intake, all good condition still. Belts all run good. There's just one thing missing under here. You guys probably can't even see it, but the AC belt is actually missing. The compressor's fine. I just need to put an AC belt on it so I can get air conditioning. And with us going into summer here soon, I'm gonna want that. But brakes work fine on it and everything. Actually just had the ABS module repaired on it, so my ABS light went away. Paint's in pretty dang good condition all around. There's a few chips here from rocks and whatnot. Those could be touched up, and I'll probably get a little deflector guard there to help protect it. Chrome's looking all nice. These are actually not factory wheels, but they are stock size wheels and tires there. Stock headlights on them. Cleaned them up a little because they're all hazy before. Now, there is one thing with this little grill right here. Is this fake chrome on here has a few little bubbles there and right there. I'm not sure how to get rid of that. If you guys have any remedies for that, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, I might just replace the grill, but it's in good condition, so I really don't see the need to replace those. It's not a show truck by any means. It doesn't bother me too bad, but it's just something little. But while we're on the topic of paint, you move your way up here a little bit. You can see there is some rust bubbling up under the paint right here, but I plan on fixing that in the future and cleaning that up a little bit. Making our way around to the back here, we can see that it is a Z71 off-road trim, which means that it comes with, from factory, has a 2-inch block that it sits on those leaf springs right there. So the truck does sit a little bit higher than a regular 4x4. I threw a toolbox in here. It's actually super handy. Nice little deal here. Now, moving back here to the tailgate, this used to be loose, actually, but I fixed this up. I might do a future video with that. My mom's and dad's truck's tailgates are a little loose too, so I might be able to show you guys how to fix that, but I got that guy nice and snug now. Of course, it's an old school tailgate, so it just flops out like a dead fish. But truck bed, a little beat up. That's good. It's a truck. It's been doing what a truck's meant to do. It's been working. Still the original stock exhaust on here. Gotta admit, has a pretty nice little purr to it. It is louder. This factory exhaust system is actually louder than my buddy's 2000 Dodge Ram 1500. Not crazy looking rust problems on the frame. Surprisingly, for being a Rocky Mountain truck up here in Utah. It does come with these stock factory mirrors with a little bit of chrome on them and a little more bubble itch there on the chrome, like on the front. I'm really thinking about switching these out for some tow mirrors, just some small ones. I don't want to go crazy or anything. It's not a big diesel by any means, but it might look nice. Now, come back here to the front. Has the recovery hooks on it. And this light bar right here came with the truck, actually. I did not install that. I don't think it looks bad on there at all. But I'm considering putting a little brush guard on here. Not like a bull bar or anything, or one of those big ones that spreads all the way across. Just the two beams that come up and kind of protect it, because we do have a bunch of deer out here. And if I do get that, I could just move the light bar up onto that. I also do need to find myself a badge for that. Come back here to the inside here. We'll go ahead and shut this off. Power windows and power locks all work nice. Just fine. Same with that guy over there. Locks work. Yeah, so we do also have power seats that work on this too. And I could set a preset on here. Has heated seats, way nice, especially for the winter time. Keeps your tush warm and your passengers warm. It did come with an aftermarket head unit here, but it wasn't Bluetooth, so I got this little plug-in right here. AC does not blow cold because the compressor isn't hooked up right now, but the air conditioning all does work on this. There's a little switch for the light bar right there. Definitely don't plan on using this guy right here. Little tape cassette player. You can actually remove this, and I'm probably going to replace it with one of the little pockets on there for $10. Center console here actually works really nice. Not broken up and whatnot like on my mom's truck. Back doors work. Now this handle, this actually door initially did not open at first. I had to pry off the door panel. I get in there and fix a rod, but now it opens up just fine. But yeah, coming to the back here, leather seats, all fine and everything. These are stock speakers in the back here, and they actually sound a-okay right now. Now, the ones in the front here, they are replaced, and they sound great too. Cup holder in the back. That guy, little plastic tabs busted, so he doesn't want to stay up on it. Nothing fancy back there. I was looking for something that I could haul around some people with, just an extra set of seats in it, so I was stoked to find one of these for a decent price with the extended cab on it. Come around here on the other side again. Just really nice, good condition, everything. Do have a little elk antler hanging up there. Now, come on this side. This little plastic here. This little plastic handle guy here actually is broken, but you can use the handle on the inside. It pops right open. So voila. I do need to replace that though. So, this truck is pretty great for me. I actually had friends at school tell me it looks like something I would drive. And I was like, I took that as a compliment because it is something I drive, and I absolutely love this vehicle. Ironically enough, that V8 under there, big engine, this is the most fuel efficient vehicle I've ever driven. I drove a Land Cruiser for a little bit. It's my dad's guide rig when he goes guiding elk hunters around. That thing gets like 8 to the gallon. It's all lifted and off-road worthy. Then that Trooper I had, it had bigger tires on it, and that got about 12. But this guy, I'm averaging about 15 to the gallon, which is crazy because this engine has so much more power than those other vehicles. It's a full-size pickup truck, and I absolutely love it. Now, that being said, it isn't perfect. Well, of course, all that little things like rust and whatnot, that's expected with age. But yeah, let me just show you what like the biggest problem with it right now is. So if you come in here, take a little look in here again. Key's already turned. You can see. Oh, hold on. Let me turn it over so check engine light goes away. So right here in this little message center, it does say service 4-wheel drive, and that is because well, I checked all the grounds on it already, and the front axle actuator pin. The problem is actually the transfer case shifter motor. I went to the scrapyard looking for it. Every single truck and Suburban I went out there and found, that was all gutted out. So I just wound up ordering a new part online for that, and that is on the way. So it's not that bad of a problem right now. But did run into here. Actually, I'll show you guys real quick. So there's 2 high, and it just stays in 2. But that's not a bad problem right now because I will be able to just fix that when that part comes in. It should be a fairly easy process. I'll make a video for you guys on that. Only had a problem with that once, and that was when my buddy and I went up to one of the lakes deep in the mountains at super high elevation. Still had snow everywhere, and the little dirt road that you turn off of was covered in snow and slush, and on the way in it was all melted. So we made it in just fine, but when we were coming out it all froze over, and it was all slicked out and frozen hard. So I don't have front wheels right now, and those tires are good. You come over to the back tires that are spinning, those guys are pretty worn out bald. And initially those ones were back here, but when I rotated them, you know, switched them all around. Anyways, that's besides the point. We did have a little bit of issue on the ice spitting out on that. Fortunately, there were some guys out there who had a shovel, and we scooped some dirt up underneath the tires and got out of there. But definitely need to fix that. Coming here, once again, there's another little electrical issue. Is this guy up here. The compass works, but oftentimes that thermometer doesn't. In fact, what the heck? It's never read Celsius before. I think that's what it's reading. That's just a little electrical issue. Sometimes you have to find with these first generation Silverados where they started put more electrical parts in them. Thermometers sometimes work, sometimes it doesn't work. But it's not that big of a deal, honestly. It doesn't change the functionality of the truck or anything. Alright everyone, so that is the tour of my Chevy truck. There's quite a few things I still want to do to this, and I plan on making some future videos for you guys. I don't plan on doing some crazy lift kits or anything like that. I do like the gas mileage, and I think it sits at a decent height right now already with the Z71 bundle. But if there's anything you guys want to see me do with this truck or any modifications, be sure to drop that down in the comment section below, and I'll consider seeing what I could do with this. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button down below and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And that way you can also stay tuned on my future updates on my truck and the videos with it. And if you want, you can also go ahead and check out my fishing videos. I do a lot of those. Anyways, that's enough talking for me, guys. Be pretty cool if some of my subscribers are also fellow Chevy owners. Not that I have anything against Dodge or Fords. I just happen to have bought a Chevy. Alright, until next time, guys. Signing out here on Lip Rippin' Outdoors, tight lines, and I'll catch you later.